My name is Ulrike Grezel. I am an associate professor in marketing at the University of Wollongong in Australia. I'm originally from Europe, from Austria. I was born in Vienna, and I received a master's in international business from the Vienna University of Economics and Business Administration. And then actually went to the US to do a PhD in communications at the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. And after that was offered a position at Texas A&M University, so I spent 7 years as a faculty member in the tourism department at Texas A&M. And then in 2011 I moved to Australia. So I guess I would say I'm a communications scholar, but with a very strong interest in tourism and also some consumer behavior marketing related issues. I'm interested in how individuals and specifically tourists interact with information systems. So how do they actually use these systems to search for information, to support their decision-making processes, to communicate with other consumers, and then also to establish relationships with companies or destinations. And social media are the prominent information systems that I'm looking at in this context, because they are really the media platforms that are being used a lot right now, and we really don't understand enough about them. And then I'm also interested in technology adoption in the individual as well as the organizational context, specifically also looking at barriers and facilitators to adoption, and non-adoption, quasi-adoption, so using the system but not effectively using it or abandoning the use of it at some point. And also lately really interested in technology dependence and technology avoidance. People who travel to places, for example, where there is no mobile phone connection, no internet, to escape technology, or people who stumble upon what we call technological dead zones and the anxieties that they would experience in these contexts. From my perspective, it's really the technology that changes the playing field completely. So first of all, the technology changes the tourism experience per se. So some of the assumptions that we've been making about tourism experiences from a theoretical point of view do no longer hold true. So we really need to have another look at tourism experience from a technology-mediated point of view. And then also it changes very much the relationships that tourists have with companies in the tourism industry at the destination. So we need to think about really who the tourist is and what information they need, and what relationships they actually establish with different industry players. Now, from a tourism industry perspective, I think the biggest challenge, but also the biggest opportunity, is big data, because all these technology interactions that we now see leave digital traces, and the tourism industry right now is not very good at capturing and taking advantage of the information that kind of data would provide them. I was actually fortunate to be part of CICtourGUNE from the very beginning. I was part of the think tank that was organized to establish the agenda, the strategy for the research center. And through the Laboratory of Intelligent Systems in Tourism, we have had some ways of collaborating. So that included one of my students actually working here at CICtourGUNE for 2 years, I think, and one of the partner organizations, VComTech, sent one of their researchers to Texas A&M to work with me. So it's been a very fruitful collaboration, and I think it's just a very natural collaboration, because there's a lot of research areas where there's an overlap. And so I'm always very happy to come here and hear about the innovative